Luke, I am your father. Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is Craft World with a More, and today we're going to be learning how to make this washable face mask with an adjustable nose piece, a removable breathing valve, adjustable ear loops, and the filter pocket for you to put a filter in for extra protection. Now, if you would like to learn how to sew this from scratch, then come along on this journey, on this very pandemic journey, because we ain't got nothing else to do but to make face masks is full. Okay, so we're going to make a face mask, and you can like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications for when I have new videos coming up, because I do have exciting new things coming your way. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, let's get started. So here's some things that you need to make your mask. But first, we're going to talk about what you need if you're going to make your mask to sell to other people. The first thing we want are gloves, so you don't get any dirt or anything on the product that you're going to be shipping out. The next thing you want are some masks. These masks came from Dollar Tree for $1. 2 of them come in the pack. You're going to need this so you don't breathe your germs or anything on people's products. And you're going to need your Clorox wipes so that you can wipe down your surface. Okay, I am making this for myself, therefore I'm not going to use anything on my hands or over my mouth. This pattern I have came from CA Golf Customs. Check out his YouTube channel. This pattern is a free download. Now, once you download the pattern, it's going to come.
A few moments later.
What you want to do is cut out the pattern, fold it in half, and you see how this side is longer. This is what you want. So you're going to go ahead, put this on your paper or whatever, and you're going to trace around it or cut around it, and then bam, you have your pattern. All I used was a folder, so it can be nice and sturdy and I don't have to worry about tearing it up. Now you're going to need your fabric. I have 3 layers of cotton fabric. This is a fat quarter that I got from Walmart. It cost about $2 maybe. Okay, and it's going to come in a little section like this. All right, these are some white cotton scraps that I had left over from a previous project that I did, and you can also get this from Walmart. You can get it either 2 yards. This is poly cotton, so this is 65% poly, 35% cotton. This is also good for if you want to do sub lamination for a mask or whatever it is you plan on making. It does work on this because I have tried it. This costs, I believe, $4 a roll, or you can get it on a bolt, and this costs $1.97 a yard, and this again is 100% cotton bleached, and it came from Walmart, if I didn't say that before. Now you want to make sure that you wash all your fabric prior to making anything and iron it. Believe it or not, this is ironed. I didn't do a good job because I'm not one of those housewives that can iron, but you want to go on ahead, have your fabric, you got your pattern, you need your ruler for measurements if you do any measuring, you need your pins for pinning your fabric together, or you can use these nice little handy dandy clips. These are good for if you are quilting or sewing or anything crafting that you need to pin stuff together. Bam. You need your breathing valves. I got these from Amazon. You need your adjustable ear loops. Got these from Amazon. You are going to need a hot glue gun, courtesy of Dollar Tree. Hot glue sticks, courtesy of Doubletree. Courtesy of Dollar Tree. Your nose wire, if you choose to have nose wires in your mask, came from Amazon. Your marking utensils, cheese and crackers, everything when it slips out my hand. These are Cricut pens. I use these if I'm going to mark on my printed fabric. And then you have your Mark Be Gone water ink that you can use on any type of fabric. And once you wash it, then the ink disappears. You're going to need your scissors. These are the scissors I'm going to be using. These are to cut my thread. These are going to be to get into little tight spaces. And then this is my regular fabric scissors. You're going to need some wine to calm your nerves and relax. And some Skittles to chew on while you getting your crafting on. Okay, let's get started. The first thing I like to do is figure out how I want my fabric to go. So this is how the direction I want my fabric to go, my little Justice League. And I'm going to put my fabric, the one piece is going to be for my inside. Okay, and then my second piece is going to be for my filter pocket. Now you don't have to do a filter pocket if you don't want to, but I just like to give extra protection. Okay, so since I'm going to use my water soluble pen, what I'm going to do is keep it on the white side. I'm going to keep the white fabric up. I'm going to get my pattern, place it on my fabric, like so. Yep, trying to run. Okay, and I'm just going to trace this out. All right, so now we are done with the pattern. Now what I like to do is going ahead and pin all my layers together. Just be patient. This is very time consuming. This way it makes it easy for me to cut everything out at one time. What, Jetta? Okay, now that we have everything pinned together, we are going to cut it out. So I'm just going to roughly cut this out just to alleviate. Get this out the way. All right, now we are going to carefully cut. Ooh, listen to them scissors cut through that fabric. Through the fabric. I know y'all probably wondering why I got this little pink thing on my finger. It's to, when I start sewing, my finger like to, for some reason, touch the silver part. You'll see what I'm talking about when I start sewing. And it feels like it's shocking me every single time. So that's why I have this little pink thing to keep from being shocked every time.
Hey, Mommy.
Yes, Jada?
Can you make me a grilled cheese sandwich?
Can't you see I'm in the middle of filming? Like, can you ask your daddy?
No, well, you make better grilled cheese sandwiches.
Oh, I'm still not going to stop doing what I'm doing just to make you a sandwich, so you can wait till I finish videoing. Thank you.
Fine, bye.
Whatever, bye. Alright, so we just got this done. Bam. Dang, I don't know why it's trying to be so difficult. Alright, bam, there we go. Now we're done with that. So we're going to take the pins out. All 3,000 of them. Whew, this is a lot of work. It's time for a wine break. And the wine that I'm drinking is Stella Rose. It is nice. It's not tart. It's not too sweet. It's like just right. Okay, so now I have my pieces. Now see, I have two pieces. This one I'm going to use for a mask later. So don't need that. Now I'm going to take this time to cut out the hole that I need for the vow. Now what I did was, let's see here. Let me take this apart. I put them together so that all of them can be together. So what I did was I took my pen and marked it around here, and then I just put it on the paper to give me the measurements that I was going to need to put the transfer onto my mask. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these together, and when this is on, right now I'm just guesstimating, so let's just hope that this is a good placement. Okay, so I'm just gonna, let's just say for this video, I'm gonna put it right here. All right, so I'm gonna go on ahead, get my pen, and I am going to draw that circle in. Bam. Now I don't need that anymore. Here we go. So we know that's where that is going to be. This right here is going to be my filter piece. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to fold it in half. And I'm just going to guesstimate how much I want taken off. I'm going to say about, that's what, that's like 2 inches. So I just took 2 inches off the sides. Like that. You see, it's starting to come together. All right, now what we're going to do is going ahead and get our sewing machine. So bam, here we go. Sewing machine on and ready to sew. Now individually we are going to fold these. Let's see. Oh good, it came out on the other side. So right now it doesn't matter what side you put it on. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to just sew down these little cut pieces. I don't know what you want to call them. And make sure to back stitch, seal it in your stitch, then back stitch, then now what we are going to do is we are going to pin our fabrics together. So our main fabric and our filter is going to be together like so. And then we are going to take our lining fabric, and we're going to put it like so. We're going to put the right side to the wrong side of our filter pocket. That way when you put your filter in, it doesn't have to fight with anything, you know, on the inside. I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter which side you go, but I just like to put it this way. So we're going to go on ahead and put these sides together. So what we're going to do is we're going to backstitch and sew. Make sure you remove the pins so you don't damage your machine. We're going to put all of these together. All right. At the end, make sure you backstitch, seal it in. Okay. Then we're going to cut off our loose threads on both ends. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to pin off like we did at the top or the bottom, whichever side you want to say it was. We don't have to put all the pins. Just line it up. Oh, excuse me. Guess that wine's starting to kick in. So we'll take this to the machine. Oh, hiccups, I must be growing. And don't forget the back stitch. And just follow the mask all the way around. Follow the mask all the way around. Oh, didn't get that one in time. All right. And go on ahead, keep going. Back stitch. All right. All right, bam. So we are going to flip this. Let me get this thread right here. Clip. All right. So we are going to turn this inside out, like so. And you see, when you turn it inside out, your filter pocket is where it needs to be. Right there. There we go. Then the valve, we were going to put the valve right here. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pin our filter pocket out of the way so we can go on ahead and work on our breathing valve. Now, if you don't want the breathing valve in, you can skip this part, okay? But this is only if you want a breathing valve. So what we're going to do is we're going to sew around this circle. Make sure you back stitch. Okay, and we just want to sew around. Just bring up your foot and just follow your circle. Okay. We're going to keep turning around. And we're going to keep sewing until we get up, back space, back, lock in. There we go. Until we got our circle. Now, I didn't do this when I did the other one, but I'm hoping that this helps keep some type of structure. Okay, and we just want to cut the inside. Oh shoot. Okay. And then we're going to take our valve piece and we're going to stick it in. Now, cotton kind of stretches a little bit, so it's not going to be no problem. And bam, that's a good fit. Now, this is where the hot glue will come in, because when you put this piece on, it's going to have a little gap in it. Now, the gap, I don't know how much of a gap that is, but you have about this much of a gap. Okay? So, what we are going to do, this is where the hot glue is going to come in at. Shoot. This is for me, so I don't mind that it hit my floor. We are going to take our hot glue and we are going to go along the circle with the hot glue. And just make sure you go around the whole circle. It wasn't trying to do great for me. In this way, it gives that valve a nice little seal, because as long as you got that gap there, it'll allow air to come through. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another little layer, a second layer, on top of the first layer to give it that thickness. So then that way, when I put the valve on and I close it, then it's all sealed in. Alright you guys, now the glue has went on ahead and cooled down, this is when we're going to go on ahead and attach our valve. Now, this is the bottom, so we are going to put it through and just stretch this around. It will stretch, and once you get it in, then you take your closing part. It says close and open, and it has a little groove right here and right here at the bottom, and there's a little groove on the inside where you'll see, and these fit nicely inside, and then you would twist and close it. And now when you twist and close, you see how that glue seal is sealing up that extra space that you had in there nicely. So about 2 layers of hot glue is good. All right, and then we can take our pins out, and this is what it looks like on the outside. Very nice, very nice. All right, now what we're going to do, we're almost finished. It's almost time to drink the rest of the wine. We are going to get our elastic earpieces, 2 of them. These measure about folded, I think these are, we're saying about 4.5. So this might be, it might be at about 9, maybe 4.5, 9. So let's go with 9 inches, and then fold it in half with a little plastic piece. And what we're going to do is we're going to fold these in. We're going to fold it in. And the good thing about cotton is you can press it with your fingers and not have to go to the ironing board every single time. So we're going to take our finger and just press down, just like that. Get that little crease. You see that? See, look at that little crease. All right, and we're going to take our earpiece, and we're going to put one end down here and one end down here, so we don't sew too much, as much as you want to put in there. And we're going to pin it so it can stay in place. We're going to pin this one on the inside. And we're going to pin it in place. And then we're going to do the same for the other side. We're going to just tuck these ends in, these little ends. Tuck the ends in. And we're going to press it down with our fingers. Then we're going to take our elastic piece. We're going to pin it in. And then we're going to take this to the sewing machine. Alright. Well, what we're going to do is, once we put the foot down, take the pin out. And we are going to sew back and forth over the elastic piece, because that is where most of the wear and tear is going to be. And you can do this as many times as you want to. Because this is going to be a part that people are pulling on the most, so you want to make sure it is secure. Okay. And we'll clean those threads up in a little while. We're going to flip it over, take it to the other end, and get this. Take the pin out. Want to go ahead and sew over that a few times. Make sure it's lined up how you want it. And then we are going to finish it by going around this part, because we didn't do it earlier. Okay, I'm going to lift that up, and we're going to pivot. And then we're going to do a nice little top stitch. And then the last thing we have to do is a nose piece, and we will be good to go. All right, back stitch. Clip any loose threads that you have. Make it nice and neat. Not looking too bad, not looking too bad. Let me go ahead and clip this thread off right here. Ooh, look at that, 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 look at that. All right, so the last thing we're going to do is we're going to get our nose piece. Okay, here's my nose piece. This is one that I was using for another one, and I already took the little sticky paper off. These are sticky. These are, I believe, 3M nose pieces, so you can just stick it on if you want to, and bam, it'll be, you know, good to go. But what I like to do is keep the paper on, and let's see, we are going to go across the top for right now, get our pen, and this is where we're going to mark on here. And like I said, this pen is washable, so when water hit it, it'll wash away. Now, we see where we want our nose piece to go, so I'll put that over there. So we go back to the sewing machine, and right here where you had the line, you just want to sew a straight line across. Back stitch to lock it in, and we're going to go across just like that. And when you get to the other dot, just lock it in. Now you have a spot where your nose piece is removable, your breathing valve is removable, so when you go to wash, your nose piece won't get wet and rusty. It allows you to fit that piece over your nose, and all you do is you just take it and you slide it in. Slide it into that little pocket you just made. There we go. And bam, you have your very own 3 cotton layered face mask with a removable breathing valve and your adjustable nose piece along with your adjustable ear loops.